right, so I'm currently a little bit lost at a huge outlet community, hundreds of outlets here at this location. And I came here for a very specific reason. I was given a gift by a craft tea maker. The bag got a little beat up on the plane. The producer's name is SpeakTeasy. And this particular tea is called CINNABON. And not the Cinnabon that you're thinking about, right? A little play on words, if you will. But I thought it would be really fun to give my analysis on this tea, but also visit a Cinnabon franchise storefront. I found one, came here on a very busy Saturday, a lot of Christmas shopping going on, and I'm gonna see if I can get a quick couple words from somebody who actually works at Cinnabon, what they think of this tea. Let's do it. A gentleman right there has got the secret of whatever that secret stuff is that goes on top here. He's loading up his little dispenser, the Sin-O-Buns, but we have the churros, the minis, and what look like small cinnamon bites. I'll be next.
Okay, what can I do for you?
Can I actually just buy one bun?
One?
Yeah. Does that smell familiar?
It smells good.
Would you drink that in beverage form?
Maybe with some Kahlua or something.
Some Kahlua. I think that'd be really good, actually. All right, so I think I even got partially judged from the people at Cinnabon for buying this. Man, does that have... I mean, the smell, I don't think can truly be classified. I'm gonna show you what this looks like, but keep in mind, with this box actually in the bag, the smell was off the charts, out of control. Here we go. And there it is. I can smell stickiness, gooiness, warmth. I can smell all of these adjectives that I should not be able to smell, but I do. Why? Because of the intensity and the uniqueness of what this smells like. I don't know what I'm looking at. I've never had one of these. I've had sticky buns before, but that doesn't look like a sticky bun. Remember TJ Cinnamons? I've had those. It's been many years, but this white stuff, is it butter? Is it icing? I don't know. So I'm gonna put this in the bag for now. Back into the Cinnabon bag it goes. So yet another motel. Just gotta grab a few things. Oh God. All right, I think I got everything I need. Look at this mood lighting here. It's a little intense, isn't it? Red light. I feel like I'm in an incubator. Whew. Got your fixings for the coffee in the morning. All the comforts at home. They have this really nice pool area, so I figured I'd get out of the room and utilize this space. Over here we have indoor pool. I really like the arcade games that we have behind me. Cinnabon. You see these just about in every airport that you've ever been in. I have never, ever had one of these. I've certainly smelled Cinnabon before. It's hard not to smell them from miles away from every storefront that you cross. But I've never had one, nor do I really fully know how to, oh my God. Okay, this went through a little bit of turbulence in the vehicle. But what is it? The glazing is probably the most unique part. Very buttery, very shiny. I'm gonna not taste it at this moment. And I'll certainly list links down below in the description area. And this particular tea, as you can see, is called Sin-O-Bun. You get it? Sin, as in bad deed, right? Having the Sin-O-Bun and the Cinnabon together would be a good way to see if there is a level of authenticity to this tea. Now, how are we gonna do this? Well, Just because I have to have my fresh coffee everywhere I go when I'm on the road, I always have my electric tea kettle. I'm gonna plug it in down here. Got some bottled water here. We're gonna get this to a rip-roaring boil. Joe Cool, Snoopy there. He's a superstar. You know, I tried to sell this on eBay and I couldn't even get like $3 for it. And then I realized, why would I ever sell this? This is an amazing mug. Well, I have this nifty product that I've been waiting to use. Pug in a mug, silicone tea infuser. Now, I apologize for any of you tea aficionados out there who are saying, that's not the appropriate way to brew tea. Oh my God, this is the option that I have right now. It's the only thing I got. Look at this guy. So he just, I suppose, hangs on the edge of the mug. But first, we gotta load him up with some Cinnabon. Oh man. This is crazy. What is in this tea? I am smelling the frosting, soft cinnamon. I'm smelling pastry. What is going on in here? Okay, I'm gonna analyze the loose leaf in just a moment. I wanna get this brewing though. Wow, Pug can hold a lot of tea. But I want to make sure that I keep this off boil for 25 seconds before I let it come in contact with the tea. We're shooting for somewhere between 180 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's fill up this mug. Oh yeah. The Pug is submerged. All right, that's 12 ounces of pretty hot water. I'm gonna put the Pug right there so you can keep your eyes on him at all times. It's not a yeasty smell that I'm getting, but I'm definitely getting a very, very specific bread or pastry smell to this. This is nuts. You want to come in and see this? Come in and see this. Some kind of rind, some citrus rind maybe. It's hard. No. Know what that is? That's a big chunk of cinnamon I just put in my mouth. And that's nearly impossible to chew. Yeah, I can't chew that. That I would break my teeth. What else have we got in here? We got other little bits. This definitely looks like, yeah, okay. So orange rind, orange zest. That's very pretty. But it's interesting because would you think that? Would you think orange zest in Cinnabon? I wouldn't, but it's working really well for this tea. And look, by no means did the proprietor ever say that the objective of this tea was to fully 100% mimic Cinnabon. I just wanted to see how similar the two products were. And there seems to be some little white bits in there. Okay, so I don't want to be giving away her secrets, but that's some kind of marshmallow, sugar, chewy, gummy. If I had to guess, it's some form of marshmallow, but it's not super sweet. Now, unfortunately, the Cinnabon is not as hot and steamy like it was when I purchased it. It's been sitting in my car, which is pretty cold right now. But I'm gonna give this a bite. You know what? Let's do this in the proper order. Let us drink from Mr. Pug. The Pug has been in there roughly 3 minutes, which I'm guessing is what this tea would require as far as steeping time. We really wouldn't want to do too much more than 3 minutes, and certainly not less than 3 minutes. So I'm going to take Mr. Pug out of the mug. But this smells really nice. I mean, this smells like, man, I wanna curl up on the couch, watch some autumn holiday specific programming. It's a little bit late now for It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, but what about the Peanuts Thanksgiving special? This, man, this, you know what? You know what it is? When you smell this, there is a decadence to this. There's no question. When you smell this, you're like, oh my God, butter, sugar, dough, carbs. You're thinking about all this heavy duty, calorie dense treat. But when you smell this, you're getting the same aroma profile. I'm guessing you're gonna get the same flavor profile, but it doesn't give you this extreme, overwhelming, I'm doing a bad thing. Sin-O-Bun turns out to be not such a big sin after all. Let's give this a sip. All right, I'm liking this flavor profile. I'm definitely picking up on that tinge. There's just this tinge, a hint of sweetness. It's not sweet, but it does have this little bit of sweetness in the background. You get the nice, soft, warm baking spice of cinnamon that's not too powerful and pungent. And I kind of cheated. I looked inside the loose tea and I saw that orange peel. I'm liking that a lot. I think that was totally a good call because it just gives this a little bit more complexity. You know, you get that citrusy orange essence, but you're also getting just a tad bit of that bitterness. That's kind of contrasting. It's contrasting the other spicy and slightly sweet components to this tea. Do I think that SpeakTeasy did a great job representing Cinnabon in the beverage form? I think so. I gotta taste this first to be perfectly certain, but I'm very impressed so far. I'm enjoying this. To be honest, I wasn't sure if I was gonna wanna drink this whole mug, but yeah, when I'm done here, I'm gonna take this back to my room and I'm gonna enjoy it, put something good on the TV. But let's do this. And look, there's no way right now that I can do this in a way that's gonna make me look classy. And I don't wanna be a wimp and take a small bite. I'm just gonna go big bite, get all of the ingredients of this bun in the palate, in the mouth. If I haven't mentioned it already before, I'm not a sweets person. It's not that I judge, but I'm very sensitive to sugar. My sugar levels jump around like crazy. It is not a good thing for me personally to be consuming large amounts of sugar. So this is a new thing for me. This is something that's, let's say, out of the norm. But I can't believe I'm... Words elude me in this moment. It's sweet, and it is, oh wow. That was an experience. The question is now, I'm curious to see how, I'm very curious to see how the Cinnabon pairs with the Sin-O-Bun. If the Cinnabons, the flavors fuse, and together they transcend what either one can do alone. That's gonna require one more bite. superstar. Unless you probably brew this whole bag or steep this whole bag in 8, 10, 12 ounces of water and then paired it with this, that's the only way you're going to actually balance out the intensity of flavors. The intensity of flavor here is about there, which is good for tea, right? The intensity of flavor here, it's on the ceiling. You know, the flavors do play off each other, but you're gonna need a lot more concentration of the tea if you ever really want to make this a legit tea and pastry pairing in the way I'm sure they recommend you make this tea. It's not going to be strong enough to pair with that Cinnabon. This was not the only tea that they produce. The proprietor, Stephanie, she showed me a whole bunch of different, very interesting teas that she makes. So change of pace today. No candles, but that's okay, right? I want to make sure that we're not just always touching on candles. This journey is going to be filled with aromas, scents, fragrance, a big excursion of sensory evaluation, observing the world around us using the nose, right? You're going to want to check out these future episodes. Trust me, we're going to be going to a lot of places as we inch our way closer and closer into the depths of the holiday season. As always, thank you for spending the time with me watching this video. If you liked the video, please remember to hit like, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do that too. And if you're feeling like you want to leave a comment, if something urges you, if you just feel inclined to leave a comment below, please do that. It creates a dialogue between us. It strengthens our communication, do you see? Like, subscribe, comments all the time. Check out some of the other videos if you haven't already. Be curious. So for now, I want to bid you adieu and thank you once again for joining me, and I'll see you guys real soon. Catch it. Wait, I didn't do anything. We got, is that Kung Fu Panda? Got the blue raccoon. Got one of those plastic origami things that expand. We got Batman. We got the Jetsons boy in the back. I think I'm gonna go for the banana. Purely from a strategy perspective, the banana is certainly the way to go. Now, if I had a choice, I would much rather Batman. This is gonna be historic if I actually win. All right. Now, I do have 15 seconds to place this in the correct position. I'm gonna utilize my time fully. It looked like I'm in a pretty good position. That was kind of upsetting. I won't lie, I was a little upset by what just happened there. I mean, would it really hurt them that much to sometimes let people win? And 2, 1, 0, banana time. We got another one over here. All right, so we have a cornucopia of colorful, playful items. We got more rubbery, bouncy materials. I don't know what's going on. These are very popular. Now I see this yellow guy here. You see him? Looks like the purple people eater, only he's yellow. So I'm gonna go after the yellow people eater. That looks pretty good. I got 14 seconds left. I don't know if I need 14 seconds. Let's see what happens. Here it goes. I'm a little bit disappointed. I don't know what I would do with a little stuffed animal. It gives you plenty of time. I have 15 seconds left to go. I mean, there's not much strategy here, right? I'm in a good spot. I can't go back any further. You can't adjust. Well, that was fun. I'm glad I just spent $2. being sincere for a moment, when you're staying in a motel by yourself, you gotta find ways to occupy your time to have a little bit of fun.